Well, welcome back to the Drive channel, and today we're going to remove old PPF off of the front of my Aston Martin, which is not behind me, but it's in front of me right over there. So a couple of things that you're going to need if you tackle this project, and the first is pretty easy. You're just going to need some boiling water, and the second thing you're probably going to have to order, which is this is a 3M adhesive remover, and depending on the size of the piece that you're doing, I'm just going to do the front. It's kind of like the half of the front fenders, because this car, it does not have a full PPF. This was PPF'd at a time before there was such a thing really as full PPF. So they would put little chunks right in the leading edge of the car here and a little bit there and maybe just on the mirrors, and it really looked terrible. And in addition to looking terrible when they're new, once it gets old, it turns brown and it cracks, as you could see, and just not something that you want to keep. So even if the car is just a little bit less protected, that's okay, as long as it generally looks better. It's not like I'm driving this car off-road anyway, so let's have at it, and you can see how this goes. All right, now here we go. Just a public service announcement. Just be careful not to burn yourself, because obviously you're dealing with hot water. Almost boiling water, so you just have to be a little bit careful with that. So with that out of the way, I forgot the other thing that you need is a little spatula, so I completely forgot about that. Okay, so I wanted to give you an idea. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought, because it's not coming off in big chunks, but all of this is, believe it or not, undamaged paint. It's just really, really ugly the way it is. So this is where the 3M comes in. So basically what you want to do is, it's pretty straightforward. Just spray it on, and you really want to get that, whatever that solvent is, to soak in. And as you can see, it's actually coming off pretty well. Actually, I think the microfiber works better. So, and that is nice paint, which could really use some wax, but nonetheless, that's coming clean. By the way, use a microfiber towel that you're not gonna want to keep, because it's gonna be pretty much destroyed by this process. Let it soak in for a second. And just kind of, it's actually pretty remarkable. I wish the whole thing was this easy. See that? Nice and clean. You get these little pieces, they come right off. The hard part is getting the main plastic off, because this is what's really, really difficult. And so what I've been doing, if I can find is basically, after you use the hot water, you have to really kind of pry it and move this to the side, sort of like that, and that'll cut into it. But yeah, you have to use the hot water, and I'm finding that the most difficult thing is actually just keeping myself in hot water. I use it, and then I got to go heat up some more water, and that apparently is one of the biggest challenges here. So anyway, you'll join me when this is all done. All right, so that was a lot of work, but as you can see, everything is off. The PPF is off the car, and not a scratch on it. There's no scratches or any damage to the paint. There's still a little bit of glue here and there, so this just desperately needs a like a wax or a paint protection ceramic coat or something like that. It needs some kind of protection, but it's going back in the garage because I did not do this side. And the reason why I didn't do this side is that side, the passenger side, took a heck of a lot longer. But you can actually see from here how bad the crazing is. It's really quite terrible. By the way, I did originally this was a half-done hood. So in other words, there was a line halfway through the hood where the previous owner only PPF'd half of it. So that was a real pain, and I did that a couple of years ago, removing that. So it's only logical that I remove this bit now. In terms of down below, where it was done on the bumper, that may stay pretty much forever. A, because it's so far down and it's right in the stone chip area. It's also not really very visible. So, and weirdly, the paint protection film is in better condition on the bottom half, but this is definitely going to have to go. So next weekend, and yeah, we'll have to do that. Probably won't film it, but anyway, thanks for joining.